And the police state ends with me, and we made it one more day. Now folks, I don't know how many of these online comments I'm going to show you. There are so many of them, as I've mentioned before. But I'll at least show you some of these comments. If you haven't watched the video titled Bartlesville Police More Facebook Comments, please do so. As in that video we discussed how this obviously fake Facebook account named Jason Jones is writing me some particularly nasty comments. Also, please think about how it is entirely plausible, and in fact likely, that this Jason Jones Facebook account was created, allegedly, and is being used by a Bartlesville police officer. As when the comments are made to me by this Jason Jones Facebook account, the comments are then liked and even commented on immediately by the Facebook account of Janessa Clifton Johnson, the joint owners of which are a husband and wife, the wife being an employee of Jane Phillips Medical Center Emergency Department, and the husband being the Bartlesville police officer, Clifton Johnson, that has been mentioned in several videos and is involved in the lawsuit down in the description below. You've seen it before if you've watched the videos. Here's another comment with many blockouts of nasty words, but you get the gist of it. Okay. The comment alludes to a standoff, which means an armed attack on me by the police, ominous at least, and thinly veiled foresight of violence at worst. Now folks, these threats would likely still be coming to me if I didn't block those making threats. I know you say let them threaten you and keep them for documentation, but there's simply not enough time in the day to deal with all of them that I'm getting. And I already have plenty, more than would fill maybe a year of videos. I already have plenty of documentation of the threats and the veiled threats. And no one cares to address it now, not in this corrupt police state and government. And I don't want to overblow the screenshot, the comment I showed you today. That's a veiled threat. It's just a speaking of violence from a fake account that is likely owned by a Bartlesville police officer. And when everything we've detailed in over 130 videos now, you send me comments with tons of cuss words and attacks in it, verbal attacks, and you mention violence, it's meant to terrorize. Just like when that 911 dispatcher from the Bartlesville police office, Allie Grace, I believe is her name, and I'll bring forward a video on that eventually. But when she sends me a picture of a gun, what is she trying to say? And realize I'm a citizen that pays my taxes. I've never done anything wrong. I have absolutely no criminal record. There's absolutely no reason why this has happened to me other than the corruption that we've already detailed in videos like Bartlesville Police Proof of Their Crimes. And what she's saying is if you dial 911, I'm not going to help you. Well, I wouldn't call anyway because we already know that I'm at risk from the Bartlesville Police, and therefore if I called for an ambulance or a fire, they'd send the police first and I'd be in more danger than if I just didn't call. But she wants to go even further, this 911 dispatcher, and make sure that I know that if I call 911 and she picks up, she's not going to be helpful to me. In fact, she's sending me pictures of guns. Again, I'm not going to blow that out of proportion, but what I'm saying is what do you think these people mean? They're just trying to terrorize. They're being domestic terrorists. And they're using my and your tax dollars to do it. Think about that. We pay all these taxes for these people to behave this way. And let's not pretend. I think some people are kind of skewed in the mind here, trying to pretend like, well, that's a personal comment. That has nothing to do with the Bartlesville Police Department. Oh, bull! All of this is about what the Bartlesville Police have done to me. I've never gotten any comments from police officers and Bartlesville Police Department employees before, nice or otherwise, ever. They don't contact me. Who wants to talk to me? The only reason why they're talking to me is what is going on officially with that department. So let's not pretend these are personal comments. These people are behaving as government reps. And watch that video, Bartlesville Police, Gov Rep. GOVREP, Bartlesville Police GovRep. Look that up. Watch that video. These people are behaving in the use of our tax dollars like this. They're representing they're representing Jane Phillips Medical Center when they come out and they say all these things, and they're representing, because they're friends of the leadership that's doing this, and they're representing the Bartlesville Police, which is the government, the lethal arm of the government, using our tax dollars to do it. So I'll bring forward more videos on that. Again, like I said, I don't know how many I'll bring forward, but it'll probably be a lot, because there are a lot. As a final note to the comment I showed you on screen today from this Jason Jones Facebook account, it is very easy for the police to discover where that fake account is being operated from, whose computer. If it is a Bartlesville police officer, then this only grows in magnitude, when it should be these people owning their crimes, stopping the behaviors first and foremost, and it being addressed. Instead, they're just escalating it. They're growing it in magnitude. What is wrong with these psychopaths? And Bartlesville City Council, you're supporting it 100%. You're behind it. I think everybody knows that now. The Bartlesville Police Department is simply out of control. But they don't care, as they have the full support of the Bartlesville City Council, Washington County of Oklahoma District Attorney's Office, the judges, Mike Moore and James Brazel of Jane Phillips Medical Center leadership, apparently St. John's Health System that owns Jane Phillips Medical Center, and Ascension Health that owns St. John's Health System, one of the largest healthcare systems in the entire world. Apparently Jane Phillips Medical Center Board of Directors, St. John's Health System Board of Directors, Ascension Health System Board of Directors, supposedly a faith-based organization, wholeheartedly supports these illegal acts. Nonprofit organization, doesn't pay income taxes. We fund basically them to run, because the infrastructure they use for their property to drive to and everything else, the roads and every other thing taxes go to, we're funding that. They're not. And yet they're supporting these illegal acts. And I guess I should say allegedly, I guess. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but I'll say allegedly. Maybe they don't know about it. I mean, I've sent communications to them, but maybe people, like they do at Jane Phillips Medical Center, when mail goes to the board of directors, whoever opens the mail hands it to the CEO of the company, and they then throw it in the trash or shred it, and they don't let the board of directors see it. So maybe the board of directors don't know. I know the Jane Phillips Medical Center board of directors know. Who in this town doesn't know what's going on? But who knows what's happening with St. John's in Tulsa and with Ascension Healthcare? Who knows? Maybe they're blocking the mail. Maybe they're blocking the electronic communications. And if they were to be mail sent, maybe they're blocking that too. See, the Bartlesville police, they just know that they are above the law. And they will likely never be held accountable. And they can do anything they want, no matter how disgusting, and they are doing the things they want, no matter how disgusting. And the police state ends with May. Now that said, I'll see you tomorrow.